shirka. I'll call you for every summit, I'll call you for every meeting, I'll buy your product, I'll advertise your product for you because I am you and you are me. So for these 5 years, inshallah, my job will be magaca Somali, the company Somali, Sharaf Somali, 5 years but for now, I got you. I know we'll exchange contacts and then you can communicate with me directly, inshallah. Thank you so much for your time.
I know you guys are getting impatient. Just one more question and then we go from this. And I hope you're addressing to the rest of the panelists. Yeah, question here. No, I wanted to give the chance to.
Sorry. Thank you. So my name is Somalia. I'm the CEO from Mesa Solutions Limited. It's a tech company. We deal with software and hardware, anything tech. So if you need anything, just come to us. Okay, straightforward to my question. My question goes to the gentleman. I see that you have several branches. That's my goal also. I aspire to grow my company, that one day it can become like a big company that has several branches all through Somalia and all the other countries, inshallah. So my question is, how do you balance short-term growth and long-term innovation throughout your company? And last remark, I also want to appreciate the lady next to you. I can't remember your name, sorry. I appreciate how bold you are and I'm proud of you. The 19-year-old you, I'm sure she's so proud of you. And it inspired me. Thank you so much. You are a very great person. Thank you.
So that's a very good question. So basically the question is, how do you scale your business into different locations, correct?
Yeah.
Is that the question? So I think the advice I will give you is try to initially focus on a niche market, really. There is something called premature scaling. You know, when you scale your business too quickly, when you don't have the right resources, you will end up really frustrating some of your clients. So focus on servicing well the current client base that you have, to the extent that they will require you to be big now, right? So I think focus on the niche market initially. Try to dominate that niche market. Try to have a market position of being the leader of that specific niche market. Then you will look at what you can cross-sell even within that niche market, and later on how you can also expand geographically into different markets. But if you don't have a strong base where basically you're already dominant into any niche market, because you know that when you're expanding any business, it takes time to basically get a new market, correct? So it may take you 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, but you need to survive for those 5 years, right? So the resource that you will be using will be coming from your base. So that's why you need to have a strong base initially, right? Otherwise you will run out of resources while you are scaling your business. So that's the advice.
I know so many people have questions, but because of time, I would like to end the panel. Thank you everyone for being part of this panel. It was very productive. And what the takeaways as a leader, you need to be resilient, you need to be patient and bold for opportunities to come your way. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause, please, as you close. Okay, so be bold, be audacious. Okay, I have 300 minutes.
Before we break for lunch, I'd like to invite Asma. She's the Gothamgothe. She's part of the Gothamgothe Library Institute for Technology and Safety Work and lunch. Let's clap for her. She does the
Good afternoon. Hello. Are you with me?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming today. My name is Asmahan Kogar. Today I'm wearing a cap from WIT, one of our sponsors, FWIT. And what it stands for is Muslim Women Technology, Women for Technology. And before I go into that is I would like to say thank you to all the panelists today here, because the talk of discussion today has touched on some of the areas that really affect the women. Today I'm
And
here
you said you have two hats.
specifically Somali women, because we understand our culture, everything that is happening, we are late for the time.
One of
Those
my
us
teammates
who are
invited
here
him.
today, I have
We
to say
invited
we
him
are
for the
blessed,
event.
because we have a good support system behind us who allow us to go to school, support us in school, and everything will pursue. But then, what happens to those who don't have the support? What happens to the young women at this back, marginalized community? What happens to the women who are left to take care of their young ones? What happens to those? And that's why we are here. So the idea for WIT is we want to make sure that these young women, these marginalized women, they have access to education, to computer, to phone, to anything that can be able to make money out of it. Because how we are moving forward in terms of technology, in terms of globalization is you can stay at home, but you can still do something to make money. Instead of you wondering, where is my next meal? How am I going to feed my kids? How will I move forward? You will be at home, taking care of your kids, at the same time, be able to make money. And we understand our culture. Our culture is, it's not a culture where you can be able to say, Asmaha, you know what? Go to India, do your job, and be able to flourish. Most of the time is, you have a kid, you have to stay there, you have to take care of them. So, I have an ask, and this is very, very important to me. As Mahan, I had to fight my way through education and everything. I've been in different spaces, international spaces, and what Madam President has mentioned today kind of touched a lot in terms of when you stand there as a young woman and a hijabi woman, people look at you like, does she know what she says? Some people, they come and ask you, Asmahan, can you tell us why are you here? Or how did you get here? I remember when I was going for an interview at the Indian embassy, I had to bring my mom. I had to bring my mom there for her to say that, yes, Asmahan is my daughter, and I am aware she's going to India for 2 years to do what is there. Because when I went to submit my document, they look at me like, are you even over 18? Yes. When you go to conferences, you are there as the only Muslim, and they look at you like, Asmahan, okay. So when they look at me, they don't see a Somalian woman, they see a hijabi. But then when I stand and say, you know what, I am a Somali, they're like, oh, wow. So I'm an advocate for young women, and I'm in the right space. All of you here, please help us help those who don't have a voice. Help us create path for everyone who wants to be able to stand on their own and provide for their 2 kids or 3 kids. And I'm very much ashamed to say that we don't get much support from our men. We don't. When you go and ask for grants, when you go and submit your proposal, majority of them they start thinking of how much can I make? I'm thinking of business. But then you have a path to continue and move forward. You have that space. But the young women who have been divorced, young women in our community, they don't have it. So please, if you are able to connect us to other grant makers, if you know there's an opportunity somewhere, please let us know. In your financial markup the next year or even this year, if you feel that, you know what, I can donate 100,000 USD to do it for them to be able to help at least 10, 20 women. And when we are working on the ground, we are not looking at numbers. We are looking at meaningful impact. We are looking at taking Asmahan from A to B so that Asmahan can take herself from B to Z. We are not looking to empower and say, I'm standing here today, we've empowered 1,000 young women. And all of them are back at home, the same situation, to the same structure where they are struggling. I want to stand here and say, you know what? We've helped 100 young women. And today, Asmahan is a business owner. Asmahan is employing whatever the number of people. We want to create your future clients and your future employers. So please, come forth and help us make a difference in our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's clap for her again. The key message there is we need to support each other, really, like both men and women, and especially men in our community. I mean, we're not attacking anyone or anything, but let's support each other, hold people's hands, especially young men, young women in the Somali community. And I want us to break for lunch. Okay. So let me just guide you to the prayer rooms that are available as we leave now. Room 105, that is the Bobo ballroom for men. And for the women, there's the Swara room. So once you get out, you'll be directed where to go for Salah. Then after that, we'll tell you where you'll be having your lunch, okay? So let's break for lunch and then we'll come back. And let's come back at 2. Okay, let's come back at 2:20 p.m., yeah? That's exactly an hour from now. Yeah? Okay, so lunch is at Safari Restaurant. Ground floor, just on the ground floor. So let's check back here by 2:20 p.m. The rest of the program. Thank you.